Oh, bro, are we good to go?
That's you, Mac.
Will that be okay? Like, Kenzie, you got a smoothie.
You got 2 smoothies.
It's quite loud.
Yeah,
Is it?
Will that interfere?
Ah, it's alright. It's all good.
Yeah. Just
Get a roaming camera. Like,
Yeah,
that noise is.
yeah. I'll
Mackenzie
grab
on the
this cam
shakes.
and I'll...
Fuck, oh, well, it's good that it's working though. Getting people
Yeah,
through
2
the
in.
doors.
That's good.
Get your upsell on there.
Good boy, J-Bot. Bro, later, Geordie's gonna follow him around with the camera, and he's gonna make people do press-ups and shit for it.
Oh, I already pushed recording, eh? So that's all.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm about to blow. I gotta stay on my hustle, you know that I'm grinding for sure. I came up right from the bottom, now they see me chasing my goals. Now they see me on the go, yeah. Now they see me on the road. It's time to hustle, yeah, it's time to grow. I'ma shoot for the stars and we aim for the gold. It's time to hustle, yeah.
Thanks for your time, brother. Thanks for coming over. Did you come from Hams?
Yeah, yep. Travelled over this morning.
Bit of a trip.
Oh, it's just a little bit, yeah. The new roadworks going on by the bloody Mobile and Karapiro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
How long did it
backed
take you to get here?
Maybe just under 2 hours. Yeah.
Wow, grateful for your time, bro. Thanks for making the trip, man.
It's all good.
Bro, you were just talking to me about our good friends at Arepa. You actually sell Arepa.
Yeah. So we struck up that relationship not so long ago, actually.
Yeah. So you know the boys that run it and that?
Yeah, I actually met the mum.
Bro, same, yeah.
Yeah. She was a cool lady. She was funny.
She's
Definitely
passionate about it, eh?
Really passionate and real proud of her boys for making it all happen. We sell it. We've got their whole range. I think the most popular stuff from them that sells for us now is obviously the nootropic drinks.
Yep.
And the powder. The nootropic powder.
Powder's good, bro. I've said it before in a potty. It's the one have you noticed the effects of it before?
Yeah.
Like, I reckon the powder is the one that I've noticed it the most. I smashed a bit of the powder, bro. I felt like I was fucking Superman.
Nice. Yeah, what I tell people is that, like, if you have a goal or like a list of things that you need to do for a day, like this stuff here gives you that tunnel vision to get it all completed.
100%, bro.
know?
That's when I did the powder.
Yeah,
it was like that. And I think it's 20 minutes before you start whatever you're doing. Lasts about 4 hours. It's pretty much a legal drug, bro. I don't know why you even fucking take it. But
Yeah, hard out. People always, like, they're just black currants.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, man,
Nah,
like,
it's not,
you've
bro.
got to look at the science behind it, and that's why
Actually-
Arepa's put millions of dollars towards studying this stuff, and it's going to go worldwide soon. So.
And they're killing it, eh? And word on the street, not allowed to say it properly, but word on the street is that the All Blacks are using it.
Just
games.
whispers.
Yeah,
whispers.
just whispers that I've heard. And I've also heard that there's a very, 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 very big, well-known investor potentially jumping on there as well. So this thing's going to go massive. And shout out to Arepa for jumping on board and supporting hustlers so early. We love the support from them. So use the code Hustlers20 or jump on the link in the description. Click it, it'll add the discount for you, and cop some Arepa. That's why we can do the potty. That's why we can give it out for free, because the good guys at Arepa. So, bro, I've been told by Mackenzie and stuff that you're a very early employee, or I guess you would call it, for Sportsfuel.
Yeah, I
Right
guess
from the start.
Yeah, I guess you could say I'm like part of the furniture.
Yeah.
Well, I've just passed 10 years with the company now.
Holy shit, bro.
So freshly out of high school, and I was personal training, and the personal training thing wasn't really me. Just you set plans for people, and if people don't follow that plan and they don't get the results that they want, it's your fault as a personal trainer, not theirs. And it's like, I'm too straight up for that to let that fly, and I'm like, nah, that's all you. Like, you made the decision to not eat what you should be eating.
Is it frustrating, like, when people don't want to help themselves and you're trying to help so much?
Yeah. And you can only do so much, Like, I love the saying of, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you can give anyone the tools, every single thing to help them out to achieve whatever they want to, but it's 100% up to them to make it happen.
I was talking to someone that does mental health work with youth,
nice.
They do a bit of, I don't know, one-on-one, what would you call it, therapy sort of stuff. And to be honest, bro, she said it's just so frustrating for her because she's trying similar things. She's trying so hard to help these people.
Yeah.
She wants them to help them. They don't want to help themselves. And it's just so frustrating for her. It's just, you know, you're trying to invest all your time into someone, you actually care about them, but how can you when you don't really want to?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Man, I think it leads to more underlying issues, and you got to find that thing that makes people tick.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like whether that is like for sports people, you know, like yourself, is that you can channel your energy and whatnot into sport. You can channel the negative into sport and create a positive out of it. You know. And I think, for some people they need to find whatever that is.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, of course. So you left that.
So I left that. My auntie was the first employee of Sportsfuel. So Sportsfuel started in 2005, and the old owner, Andrew Bailey, used to run it out of his garage. So he used to run an online store, package stuff, and send it from his garage at his house. And him and my auntie were both accountants at Placemakers. And that's how they, met each other. And then he was like, I'm going to go do this and start my own business. And she was like, I'll help you out. And so she jumped on board with him. They opened up their first store on Victoria Street. That was about maybe 2 years after the online store started. And then opened that up in about 2007, 2008. And she had kids at the time, and he let her bring her baby into the store and pack orders out the back. It was chilling out the back. So it was real New Zealand family style business, right? Bro, hard out, 100%.
I mean, that's us to a T, bro. You just see my son running around, bro. He'll come back in and he'll just chill and walk around, and that's, I guess, what we're about as well, And I could tell that you guys are like that, even probably still to this day. Obviously you guys are a lot bigger now, but seeing the photos and stuff on Insta, it just looks like a real whānau vibe, real family orientated, quite close.
Yeah, bro, 100%. I mean, it's cool seeing all your whānau come in and out during this morning. Even though we've only been here for half an hour, but seeing a lot of your family, a lot of the team members' families, all come through those doors. It's pretty sick. So she did that, bring a baby in, and then she fell pregnant with, I think might have been her bloody 5th kid or something like that, bro. Honestly, the girls in my family, so many kids. I think the average is probably 5 per female. The boys, we've only just started having kids, so I've got my little one, my brother's got his little one, and then my cousin's got his little one as well, but all within a year.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, but they've already up to their 5th and 6th sort of kids.
How have you found that, bro?
Being a dad? Yeah, it's been awesome, man. It's crazy to think your child's learning from you, imitating the values that you have, and that you can put them out in the world with the teachings that you've given them throughout life. It's pretty cool.
It's crazy that you're almost given a life and being raise it, Here you
100%.
go. Especially if I think of people who don't, never been around kids or whatever when they were younger, or don't have a really hard family support or whatever. Fuck, it must be hard, man. It's almost just here you go, good luck.
Exactly.
No book on it.
Yeah, I'll ask you the same thing after this, but did you find throughout the whole pregnancy and whatnot that there was no support for the father? As far as teaching and everything like that? You just kind of got pushed to the side?
Yeah, I've definitely, going into we had baby in the birthing centre, this is just an example. They come in and they do breakfast, lunch and dinner. They bring a menu. They only feed the mum, and dad has to go find food and come back or whatever. They almost how are you doing? And they keep asking how they're doing. You're yeah, I'm doing all good. Obviously, respect to them, man. They have a way harder job in that sense, but fuck still, how did you find that? Was it a similar thing? Yeah,
it was exactly the same thing. We were in Riveridge in Hamilton, and it was the same thing there, bro. They just had the menu for mum, which is fine and everything. But yeah, you're right. There's just that lack of support. It's it's defaulted to. It's just mums.
Yeah.
I
wonder if that's a result of just old school kind of.
Could be, bro. Could be. I think it's a lot to do with probably government support and stuff like that. Because
true.
There's probably not heaps of money being funneled into those birthing centres and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
It'll be whatever the government's paying them. But I don't know, that's just me speculating.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I got on this other tangent.
On the dad talk.
Yeah.
So your auntie, 5 kids.
Yep. And then, when she got pregnant with the 5th kid, I was studying at the time, and she just sent me a message with like, hey boy, do you want to come do some part-time work at Sportsfuel? This is when they moved to Te Rapa, where the warehouse was. And I was like, yeah, sweet, I need some money, like, poor student. So I went in there, sweeping floors, cutting up cardboard, real bottom rung sort of stuff. And so I did that for a while, and the boss, Andrew, liked my work ethic and everything like that. So he was like, oh, do you want to come work for us full time? And I was like, yeah, sweet, I can do that and do PT on the side. And just found out that I loved it, bro. Like, because biggest thing for me was I was playing, rugby league. I had, like offers to go overseas, but I needed to get my weight up because, obviously, pretty short.
What'd you play?
I was playing hooker, so so number 9. So you see, making a few tackles there, so had to bulk up a little bit.
Those fellas, man, they make so many tackles.
Yeah, bro, 100%. So need to put on size and. Never knew about supplements, and that's where that came into the fray a little bit. So I started studying up a bit more about that and what I could use to bulk myself up, and I started learning more and more about it, and then just kind of fell in love with the game from there. So gave up the aspirations to be a NRL star, and decided to work at Sportsfuel instead.
Bro, I was listening to a potty with Joe Rogan. You listen to any of his?
A little bit, bro. A little bit. Yeah, a lot more around his supplements that he's using on it and stuff like that. I try to get into New Zealand, but it's tough.
He was, he was talking with, is it Juliana Pena? Is that how you say it? Bobs? Is it Julianne Pena?
Oh, Juliana.
Juliana. Yeah. The UFC fighter. She's just beat Amanda Nunes, which was like, they reckon the upset of history. And she was saying that in the world we live in, the current climate, how we are, like, supplements are necessary for humans. Like, we need to supplement what we're eating and all that sort of shit. You agree?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you just can't get everything you need from food alone these days. And because we live in such a hectic and crazy lifestyle at the moment, you've got to get those nutrients from somewhere. And that's where supplementation comes into play. Because I always tell people, anyone who comes and shops with us or talks to me and asks me questions and asks, like, should I be taking this, that? And I was like, technically you can get everything you need from food alone, but it's near impossible to have that many meals throughout the day and to fit all those nutrients throughout the day. And so that's where you use supplements to help fill in those gaps.
So like instantly you would think, like, obviously the main one is protein, but like, let's go away from protein. What other stuff would you be like, say you would need to supplement, or you supplement in your everyday life?
Greens would probably be one of my go-to. Like, they have all your antioxidants, minerals and vitamins in it. So that covers like your vegetation as well as like your minerals and vitamins, so you don't really need to take a multivitamin with that. So that would probably be one of my favorites. Glutamine would be another one, just for the recovery side of things. Like, if you're training quite often, you want to use something like glutamine to help increase that elasticity in the muscle, which will help prevent like injuries and stuff like that, like muscle tears. Because I mean, I hate to say it, but like, people aren't like stretching, warming up, cooling down properly, like in everyday life. When you're probably the most important person that needs to do it, you know? Like the people who are athletes and that high level training and whatnot, like obviously they're doing it, but their bodies are always active, which means that elasticity and that recovery of the muscle is a lot better. Whereas everyday person, they might be going from like couch life to doing this hard out like F45 or body fit workout or HIIT workout. And then they're not stretching and warming up or cooling down, and so their muscles are like tight straight away. Then they try to do it again.
Is that why, like, say you haven't been training for ages, and then you come back into training and you're suddenly real fucking sore or whatever after training sessions, whereas like, you were in the full-time like training for sport, and you would go through so much more in the day, yet you felt better the next day.
100%. Like, because your body's conditioned to it, you know? Like, you're training for a purpose, your body's doing those same sort of movements day in, day out.
So glutamine helps that?
So glutamine's probably one of my favourite ones.
Okay.
Like, I do the old smoothie life, and I chuck in the old protein powder, greens powder.
Is that the morning
glutamine?
ritual?
Yeah. Chucking some of those, the arepa neuro berries.
Yeah.
Arepa. Yeah. No, definitely have those with a smoothie, because if you eat them by themselves,
Yeah.
the old sharp taste to the tongue.
What about like protein wise? I know there's a few different proteins that you can have. Like one I've always seen is like like the isolate and stuff like that. So is isolate just more protein in the like?
Isolate's just been more refined. So it's taken out all the like slow absorbing stuff into the body. So the way that protein is broken down is just that there's levels of absorption. So like your slowest absorbing one is your whey protein concentrate. And that's generally like your cheaper protein. Like it's really, really good for everyday people. It's generally like around 20 to 25 grams of protein and 4 grams of carbs. And then your next one down is your whey hydrolysate. Now that one there is a little bit faster absorbing. It's got a more of a watery sort of texture. Not many companies make it anymore. They usually mix it with the whey protein concentrate these days. And then your highest quality is your whey protein isolate. And that there generally has 20 to 25 grams of protein, but 0 grams of carbs, and about 90 to 120 calories. So it's really, really low in all the stuff that you don't want, and really high in the stuff that you do want.
What's the like benefit, like not scientifically, but like for it absorbing quicker? Like what's better around that? Is it just because more of it goes into your bloodstream and you don't lose it, or? Yeah,
so the biggest benefit for it is that when you're training, you want to recover as fast as possible. And if you can recover faster than, say, the average person, then you're going to get more out of your training. You're going to be able to train at that same capacity day in, day out. And that's where the isolate benefits come into play. So, you take an isolate, you can recover faster than someone who's taking a whey protein concentrate. As well as you'll be building more lean muscle because you don't have those added carbs and whatnot in it.
Is there any, I remember I used to get told heaps about anything around having protein, like how quick you have it after you train. Is there something around that, like? Yeah,
a little bit. There's heaps of he say, she say sort of business around it. And then, there's no like massive scientific research behind the benefits of having it straight after or having it beforehand. Because you're taking in that amount of protein regardless during the day anyway. So you can take it whenever. It's just about hitting those macro targets. So like if you're trying to put on weight, trying to put on muscle, you want to be aiming for like 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight.
Oh, okay.
So like say if you weigh 80 kgs, you probably want to be hitting around that kind of 160 grams of protein a day.
Bobs, you writing that down?
I need to lose, bro.
I need that big boobs at number 12 this year, bro.
No, bro. I need no lovey boobs, bro.
We got a mate that's he's played at professional level rugby, and he's dropped. He's the other host of Heavily, and he's dropped away from it for a couple of years, I think, or a year, and he's just getting back into it. He like just trains and mass gainer and stuff, and he's just so slow at putting on weight, man. Like, that's crazy. He got the mass gainer from Sportsfuel. So if you haven't, go check that out if you haven't. What around mass gainer, like, is that just really just everything? Like they're just trying to chuck heaps of calories and shit in it?
Pretty much, bro. That's all it is. It's just trying to get as much calories and as much protein into your body as quick as possible. So generally speaking, most mass gainers will be 1,000 calories or more. To put that in kind of perspective, is a normal person's diet, so just an everyday person, their calorie intake is recommended at 2,000 calories. So you're getting half of their diet in a shake.
Jesus.
So, the ideal is to figure out how much like calories you're burning throughout the day, and then you want to supersede that. So you want to make sure you're eating more calories than what you're burning off, so you can store it.
How do you know how many calories you're burning, like in your everyday? Is it just a basic rough estimate based on?
To be honest, bro. Like it's best thing is to talk to a nutritionist because they'll know the ins and outs. But generally speaking, it's just about trial and error and figuring out how your body works, because everyone's bodies is different, it's not a cookie cutter for each individual. It's going to be something different. Like when I was trying to bulk, like because I'm sitting at like I don't know, probably like 40 kgs at the moment.
Yeah.
But when I was trying to bulk up to like 85, 90 before pre-season, like I was having 4,500 calories a day. And that's just because my metabolism was
You're a
stupid.
bodybuilder, bro.
Oh, something like that, I wish.
That's like bodybuilder intake. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
bro, I was walking around like an Oompa Loompa. It was hilarious. I got to 90 kgs once, and honestly, bro, it was the funniest thing because I'm like 4 foot something. At 90
Like
kgs. Yeah, bro, so it was hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, so it just depends on the individual because there's not really like a key way to measure your metabolism or your metabolic rate.
Yeah.
Like people can take a calculated guess at it, but it's going to be up to you to kind of figure out
Loss.
what works best for you.
The tags aren't coming off, mate. Oh, let me swap with you.
Not coming off.
Let me swap with you.
You want to jump in?
Well,
Yeah, nice. You jump in. I'll help out.
Good. So do all you boys playing the same rugby team?
yeah, we were
Say-
actually playing. I think this year will be the first time we've all played together, eh?
Yeah.
The two over there and the co-host.
Yeah.
Beb. But what I want to know, bro, is OxyShred actually like the lovey burners? That's
Yeah. That's what a lot of people want to know. But there is no way, it is impossible to focus on burning fat in one area. Sorry to break it to you, bro. Like all these thermogenics, fat burners and everything like that, all they do, bro, is they heat the body up to burn, or heat your core temperature up to burn calories throughout the day. Now those calories can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
So like it'll help bring that number on the scale down, but it won't target fat burning. So
you're just telling me that I'm gonna have to work hard.
pretty much. Sorry, bro. You know.
That's a big problem in the Havelock crew.
Yeah.
Well, Naggers, can you come do this? Are we all trying to just get that body right for
Yeah.
rugby season?
Nice. The lovies will help out, help bump some people off.
Nah, not my love. My
Hey,
love you slow me down.
pretty sure Ngani Lamape has some extra love handles going on.
Yeah, but that's different. He's a beast.
Yeah, see, that's what I looked like, you know, when I was 90 kgs. That like hobbit
shit.
sort of
Like
height.
just,
Bro,
short beastie.
that's a bit low to the ground. Wasn't that good though, but
Not as good as
no,
Nani.
not
but
as good. Only
you were
just though.
close.
Only just.
Yeah, you were close. Bro, you've actually popped up on my TikTok a few times, eh?
Oh, have I?
Yeah, I think giving away.
Yeah. So old Mackenzie is over here with us as well. So she handles all of our TikTok-y social media sort of stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I mean, she won't admit it, but she just thinks I look good. So that's why they keep putting me in these TikToks.
What made you go down the TikTok aisle?
To be honest, bro, I suck at social media. I don't like doing social media and stuff like that. It's not my thing. Just because, more so because I'm just useless at it. That's it. That's the real reason. But as a company, you can't, like as a company that wants to be relevant in everyday life and up with the new things and whatnot, you have to try jump on things as soon as they happen. Like we missed the TikTok boat by quite a mile. Like we're on it now and we're doing all right, but yeah, we could have done way better if we started earlier. But that's where the younger vision comes into play. So Mackenzie comes into play.
Yeah, I seen what you were doing. I was like, fuck, that's pretty cool. So what do? You just like, when people just list their orders.
Yeah, right, people just like,
randomly.
I want this, and this, and we randomly draw it, and then I do a video.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
There you go, Knackers. If you want free shit,
Yep. Send me your dream list, mate.
jump on the Sportsfuel TikTok, bro.
I have to, bro.
Yeah.
Old mate over there is just trying to gain, He's fucking.
I'm on the
Nice.
game.
Because what positions do all the boys play? So this year you're saying you are number 12?
Yeah, he's 6.
Yeah.
Loss is transitioned from a 9 to a 10 full time.
Nice.
And his brother's 13.
Sick.
But him and his brother have the same like gene where they can't struggle to gain weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an old.
You should have seen him before, bro.
Oh, true.
What were you, Nick? Like 79ish?
Yeah.
79.
True, but that's like what I am now.
Oh,
So you would have been my size, Jesus.
Yeah, I was like 79 this time last year.
Yeah.
Now I'm like 91.
Nice.
79. I probably wasn't 79 since I was like 17, maybe 16.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I just went for a phase where I just didn't train at all.
Yeah. What do you like? What do you think made the difference for you to bulk up?
Diet, bro.
Yeah.
Diet and obviously I'm hard out into the gym and stuff now, but even just eating before, having a good shake after, I just didn't really even focus on that sort of stuff like prior to last year. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing. Just gymming and eating heaps as much as I can.
Yeah. Do you like? Did you follow like a plan or anything like that, or like track your calories, your macros, or do you just eat whatever you want and train it all off?
Bro, I'm just eating whatever I want, eh?
Yeah.
I'm
Smashing
just
anything
smashing
big.
anything, bro.
Nice.
Like, that's just my body type, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Like, if your metabolism can burn it off,
Yeah.
you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, probably not good for the organs, but but yeah, you can eat whatever you want and you can burn it off. That's the thing. Like, when people are talking about losing weight and stuff like that, the easiest equation that you can like learn is calories in, calories out.
Yeah.
So whatever you're putting in your body, if you burn it off, you're not going to keep that weight on.
Yeah.
If you burn more than what you're putting in, that's where a calorie deficit comes into play, and that's where you start losing the weight.
That's what's main.
Yeah. And then if you want to put on weight, you know, then you eat over the amount of calories that you're burning in a day.
Yeah, you should see. It's quite mean now. Like now, all the boys are on like this big gym buzz, and everyone's trying to like gain weight and
Bro, that's cool.
gain for the rugby season. But like his brother's got this crazy shake, bro, and it's like he puts like everything and anything, bro. Like berries, your mass gainer, fucking ice cream, bananas, peanut butter.
What? Is anyone doing the old, what is it, 6 egg whites?
Oh, he loves the egg whites. He's on the egg whites.
No, I mean the raw ones, straight in the cup.
That's fucking nah. I can't, bro. I can't do any of that. And he drinks a liter of it. That's his first meal after the gym.
Rah, man.
Bro.
Yeah, bro, it'd be cool to see the calorie and macro breakdown of it. You know, like how much protein, how much carbs, how much calories are in it.
He's real into that shit, eh? Like the MyFitnessPal and shit.
Yeah.
Froths that stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck. I don't know how they can do that. Eh? I can't eat that much food.
Nice.
Would you recommend creatine, bro?
Yeah, I think creatine is it's the most studied supplement in the world apart from protein.
Yeah.
But only if you're doing a specific strength program or something around explosive sort of workouts. So things like sprints, short powerful movements, bench press, squat. You wouldn't use it if you were doing like a bronco or something like that, you know, like long distance running, marathon runner wouldn't use it. Because what it does is it surrounds the muscle in water. And the best way to explain it, that like I get it across people's ass, you know, have you played COD, have you played Call of Duty? It's like adding the sleight of hand perk to your body, so it allows your body to reload and recover faster, so that you can train at the same capacity every day. You can recover faster, so you can keep training at that same level.
So it's actually perfect for us boys.
Right, perfect. Yeah. You will find that it puts on a little bit of water weight, but it's only water weight, so you'll burn that off and it'll drop off as you sweat. Yeah, but it takes about a month to kick in to actually show some like benefits.
Is it true that it's one of those things that like even on your off days you just want to take it just cause?
Yeah, you want to, because creatine's not soluble in water. It doesn't dissolve properly. So you need to saturate your body in creatine so that it actually absorbs it. Yeah, because there'll be like stuff that gets wasted out of it, and you want to still be able to keep it.
Yeah, I've had a water one day and I was like, hey, what?
Yeah, like the signs of a good creatine is if you mix it up in water and then you see it sink to the bottom. It doesn't mix properly. That's a good creatine. Yeah, that means it's good. That's what creatine's meant to do. Yeah, if it mixes up really well, you've been sold some icing sugar or something.
A big one for me, bro, is what's the difference between BCAAs and aminos?
So BCAAs have 3 of your amino acids. So out of the 21, they have 3, and those are your like most important ones for recovery. So it has your isoleucine, valine, and I can't remember the other one now. can't remember the other one. But yeah, it has the three aminos in it that really help with the recovery side of things.
Yeah.
And then the EAAs have that in it as well as 6 other amino acids. And they're there to help you build muscle. So if you think about those 9 pieces as a jigsaw puzzle, you need all of them to connect together to build that muscle.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to build muscle, then you need to be taking an EAA with BCAAs in it. If you just want it for recovery, then take BCAAs.
So would you take that after you work or during?
I'd usually take it during.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I mean, you can't take it after if you want to. You can take it during the day if you want to. But you want to get about 10 to 12 grams of it a day if you're trying to build muscle.
Would you drink it like just if you're going to work or?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Like if you're like training and your body's feeling sore, then yeah, I'd be taking it when you're at work, after work, whenever.
Rugby training or something.
Yeah, rugby training. Yeah. Like if you're training and you're taking protein, because protein breaks down to BCAAs anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got BCAAs in it.
Yeah.
It should state it on every tub on the back. So if you're recovering fine by just taking protein, don't waste your money buying BCAAs. If anything, probably should buy EAAs.
Oh, EAAs. What is it? Is that
Essential amino acids.
shit.
Sorry,
When
right.
you said EAAs, I was like,
So that's what you do when they say amino acids and not
yeah.
BCAAs. That means
That's
they're
just
essential
EAAs.
amino acids.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, see,
So
that was
yeah.
a big one for me. I just didn't know what the difference was. I was like, oh.
Oh, bro, you'll be surprised at how many people don't know. Like they're taking all these things because like their mates have told them to take it, because their trainers have told them to take it, but not actually explaining it to them or teaching them or educating them about what these things actually do. And that's where we try to come in and help out as much as we can. Obviously, we can only reach a certain amount of people, but we are trying to expand that so we can educate people on how to use things properly.
It's real buzzy how so many different people have different takes on like supplements.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what messes with me a bit. Like I get told to take BCAAs during this, and then I have you telling me the opposite. I'm like, fuck, I'll probably listen to you then, bro.
Yeah. So, like I said, you can take the BCAAs anytime you want, but if you're taking protein afterwards, you might as well take the BCAA during the training.
Okay, that'll be me. Because I do have the EAAs, but they just sit there, right?
Yeah, bro. Those are like really, really good if you're trying to build muscle, and yeah, if you're trying to lose fat and build muscle, then something like that is perfect because it acts as like a little bit of an appetite suppressant as well. That's why it's good to take it during the day. So if you're feeling a bit peckish, just sip away on one of those.
Just a question, and I'm pretty sure this is on everyone's mind.
No, I don't take steroids. I know my arms are massive. What's the 3 best that you've found pre-workouts? Nice. Yeah, bro, that's like one of the most difficult questions to answer. Like we get asked it on the daily, like in our stores and stuff like that. Because there's so many different types of pre-workouts, we class them in stimulant-based pre-workouts and performance-based pre-workouts. So like stimulant-based ones are the ones that give you the kick up the arse. So they're generally the ones that people who are training at like 4 or 5 in the morning are taking, should be using something like that. And then performance pre-workouts are more for like if you're doing specific sort of training, like ollie lifting, or if you've got a rugby regime and, this block here is for your weight session. You want to be taking performance pre-workouts that will actually help your workouts. But personally, the ones that I like, I would rate probably Total War from Redcon and 7th Gear from Axe & Sledge as my 2 favourite stim pre-workouts.
I know which one the Total War is. I don't know what the other there.
Yeah, 7th Gear is a like good alternative to the Total War. But those 2 are probably like my favourite stim-based ones.
The one that really fizz you up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, those are the ones you want to take in the morning. I think they've both got like 21 flavours or something like that as well. It's ridiculous.
There's one that gets me in the mornings, and I think, Loss, what's that can that we drink in the mornings?
Amino.
Nah, no, bro.
Devastate?
Oh, Devastate. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, old Uncle Shane's products. Yeah, Devastate's really strong, and that one there I'd base as a performance pre-workout. Like it is really strong on the caffeine side of things, but also has the other ingredients that help fuel your workouts as well. So like citrulline is one of the main ones that you want to look for in your pre-workouts. That's the one that increases the blood flow to the muscles, it dilates the blood vessels. So if you want the veins popping out, then
bro,
that's the go-to.
That one gets me going, bro.
Yeah.
I just got to touch my face and then, oh shit.
Yeah. So that the thing that's doing that is the beta-alanine. That's the stuff that gives you the tingly fingers, tingly ears.
Yeah. I only get tingly face,
Yeah.
That's like nowhere else.
Yeah, bro. Yep. So that's beta-alanine that does that. And then if you're getting like red skin, and then you touch it, and then like goes back to the normal color or whatnot, that's nice. And so what's that doing is bringing the blood vessels to the skin, to the surface. And that's generally what is causing that. So people get a bit scared when they see things or feel things like that happening, especially if it's their first time trying pre-workouts. But yeah, you want to be using, well, that's the ingredients that are doing those things too.
True, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I shine. If the only thing that stops me from taking pre-workouts every day is I'm scared I'll become like reliant on it.
Yeah.
And is that an actual like, can that happen?
Yeah, 100%. Caffeine's, it creates an addiction.
Yeah.
And it's the same with coffee. Like people have coffees all the bloody time and they're addicted to them. They can't start their day without a coffee, and that's because of the caffeine in it. Pre-workouts are the same. Like if you're taking them, you become reliant. You think you can't do your workout without it. So I try to get people to, use it only on your big sessions. So like leg days are generally always a goodie. Chest days fun. So I try to get people just to use pre-workouts like 3 times a week at max. Like it's better to have like a banana or some sort of fast-acting carb before training on the ones that are more like your accessory sort of workouts. So yeah.
Yeah, I can't eat before I work out because we do like 4:30 in the morning, so I can't eat before.
Yeah. Have you tried doing like an Amino before? Maybe try that next time.
Well, it's either the days where I wake up like sleepy, I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna smash pre-workout. And that's
just try limit it if you can, bro. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna have to keep like buying the next strength pre-workout.
I know, because when I walk into the vending machine, I know that the vending machine just loves me. I'm like, oh, you'll devastate. Every single time.
Yeah, bro. Nah, devastate's good.
Yeah, that honestly fizzes me up, eh?
Yeah, nice.
Loss.
What was that set up?
I don't know, I was just kind of just like rocking with it.
It's gonna look crack up, dude. Where were we at? Where you at?
We're talking about pre-workouts.
Yeah, we just having a yarn about pre-workouts and what the strongest ones were and what the 3 best ones were.
I don't know if you've talked about it or not already, but is it, because some I feel like have the same amount of caffeine in it, but some feel like they hit you harder. Is there other stuff that's involved in that? Or?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We talked about the other ingredients in the pre-workouts that can affect how your body reacts.
Yeah.
The 3 main ones, are your beta-alanine, which gives you that tingly sort of feeling.
Yeah.
So if you look on the back of a tub, if it has 3.2 grams of beta-alanine or more, then it's going to give you a real hell of a tingle.
Oh, yeah. What is the tingles? Or did you talk about that already?
We talked about the ingredient that causes it.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, so it's just like your brain sending signals to your body that it's about to perform workouts or perform activity. And so it's kind of like to give you itchy feet sort of feeling, you need to do this, you need to do that. The other ingredients we talked about were citrulline, so citrulline malate, or L-citrulline, but that increases the blood flow to the muscles because your body needs oxygenated blood to function. So if you can get oxygenated blood circulated around the body quicker, then it's going to function a whole lot better. So anything above 6 grams is going to be really good. 8 grams, bro, your body's going to be hissing. So.
Fuck, you know your shit, eh, bro? Holy shit.
Right, 10 years.
So how recommended, like when to take it? How long you think it usually lasts and stuff like that? Is that dependent, I guess? Or?
Yeah, it is. Everyone's caffeine tolerance is different. So generally, if you go into a store or ask us any questions, we'll always ask how much caffeine do you have in a day? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink energy drinks? Have you tried pre-workouts before? Because then we can get a sort of a gauge at where your caffeine tolerance is. Because if you get someone that's too weak, you're not going to feel it, and you're going to think we just sold you the dream.
Yeah.
You're never coming back to shop with us again.
Yeah.
If we give you one too strong, you could get headaches. You know, you could get like sore stomach and things like that. And then same thing again.
Yeah.
You're going to think we sold you the dream, sold you a dud, and you're not going to come back. So our job is to try to figure out whereabouts the best pre-workout for you is. And then the other thing, like we were talking to Bobs before, is how often you should be taking pre-workout throughout the week, and I told him like 3 maximum.
Really?
Because caffeine's it's an addictive thing anyway. So if you're doing it every single day, you're gonna feel like you have to take it to fuel your workout.
Yeah.
I was just telling him,
I've gotten into that before.
Yeah, so I was just telling him like try switch it up. Try like do an amino before your workouts. Like your body might be just thinking, I've got that liquid in, I can go now.
Right, okay.
It could be just a placebo effect. So you want to try,
And that, what's it called? It's
take
like
one of these in the morning. You'll be
bro,
away.
I was in a book that I've heard about, and it's like cues in that. So like, say you have a pre-workout when you walk into the gym, and while you're warming up, you like sip away at a pre-workout. Like your body, you automatically get used to like the feeling of like sipping and stuff when you walk into the gym, and if you don't, it feels like you're like weird, like you're missing something.
Yeah, you have those key points,
Yeah.
and whatever you do that says that you're about to do this specific thing, and if those things don't happen, you're like, oh, well, I can't do this then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is going to be average then, Yeah. So
Have you just got into any of the questions online? No? Yeah.
Nah, bro, we just been
Yarning.
spinning yarns.
That's the one.
Bob's been telling me about his love handles.
Oh, the lovies, bro.
Yeah.
We're on the lovey train at the moment.
Yeah, you're saying.
You talk about the oxy shoot?
Oxy shoot, yeah, he was asking me if they burn off the lovies. I told him, like, it works, but it's impossible to focus burning fat in one specific area. He was like, oxy shoot, burn the lovies. I was like, sorry, bro.
He was talking the other day. He was like, fuck, I'm gonna rub some of that on my lovies. Like take it out and like rub it on this thing. Like that's gonna
make a
fucking
paste,
work.
get a fucking
bro.
Puto and water.
Hey, Bobs, you gonna rub some of that stuff on your lovies? Oxy shoot.
Bro, give it a blast. You might crack something new. Hey.
They just shrink. Like this, crack up. Oh, so that's one person asked, is oxy shred worth it?
Yeah. It's at the top of the market for a reason. Like, it does its job that it's meant to do, which is to help increase your body's rate of calorie burning throughout the day. So if you take it, it's going to burn calories. So if you're doing like a calorie deficit and then taking that, it's just going to bring that deficit down even more, which means you'll burn more fat.
Okay.
But what I was telling Buzz is that calories can come from anywhere. Like calories don't just come from fat; they can come from muscle as well. So you will like burn muscle as well as burn fat. So what will happen is you'll just bring that number on the scale down. But if you're doing a lot of like weights training and whatnot, then hopefully you'll build muscle in the place of that fat.
Oh, that's what I was just going to ask next. Then if you're trying to put on muscle, but you're also trying to like bring your body fat percentage down, is it smart to take oxy shred?
Yeah, definitely smart to take oxy shred during then. A very difficult thing to do because you're doing two opposite ends of the scale that contradict each other.
Would you say, like, because I know some people do like let's say you're losing weight, they burn right down, try and lose all their fat, and then they build muscle. Or probably the most common one is people will eat like fucking get big, the old dirty bulking, and then try and lose their fat. Is that is that a quicker way or a more efficient way of getting to your goal, rather than doing them at the same time?
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing it for. Like if you're obviously doing it for, if you're doing it for the beach, bro, then probably just bulk up as much as you can during the winter time. And then just shred it all down, 3 months out from summer. So that's generally the easiest way to do it, is to just bulk up. Like if you can do a clean bulk, awesome. Your rices, your pastas, your high complex carbs, and bringing those calorie intake up that way, that's better. But if you want a dirty bulk and just do the fast foods, but still train real heavy. So that's the biggest thing, is that you've got to cater your training towards your goal. So if you want to put on muscle or build bulk, you've got to be doing really heavy weights, low repetitions, high sets.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so the whole like, you want to be doing 5 sets of 5 reps, something like that. You know.
Yeah.
Powerlifting is probably the easiest way to describe it. So you want to do powerlifting to build up bulk.
Yeah.
Like you look at the powerlifters like Eddie Hall and you know the Mountain and stuff like that. Like those dudes aren't shredded. They're like just big fucking units.
Just mass.
Yeah. You won't see well, they may have abs now from their training for their boxing. But yeah, that's what you want to kind of try create is that bulk muscle, and then you can shred it down later on.
Okay. That's a bit tricky, I guess, if you're, say you're playing sport, and you need a fit to do it.
Yeah.
And you're running a lot or whatever.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's it. Like you've got to time it. You know, like rugby's probably the easiest thing to compare it to is that you have that morning part. The end of season where you're not really doing anything. Take some time off playing other sports and just focus on bulking up. And then come pre-season in January, you should be able to use that time to shred down from there.
Shred up, R&V, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We talked about that. Someone's asked about the creatine. I heard you guys talking about that.
Yeah, that was a good yarn.
Fucking Kaz with all the shit-ass questions. How long has Carlos been on horny goat weed?
That's a real thing, bro.
What is it?
It's like a testosterone support. Yeah, so it's like, to help your sex drive. Hey.
That's Bob's, bro. He wrote it, I saw him write it down on his hand. Horny goat weed.
Yeah, bro, so that's an actual thing. It's your natural supplement for testosterone support.
Best supplement you've found to put on mass?
To put on mass, probably would have to be mass gainers, bro. Mutant mass was always my go-to. Just it was easier to drink because mass gainers are thick as shit. Fuck. If you're having the whole serving, which is generally about 3 to 4 scoops, 2 to 4 scoops, it fills up half a 700ml shaker. Then you fill up water on the rest of it, bro, and it turns to slush. So I try to tell people to split that up throughout the day. So do like 2 scoops in the morning, 2 scoops in the evening type buzz. But any mass gainer that has over 1,000 calories, the higher the better. I think the highest one is the Mutant Mass Extreme 2,000, so it's got 2,000 calories in it.
Holy shit,
per serving.
And that's just the powder, eh? So like if you're having a shake or whatever.
Yeah, and then you have food throughout the day, So that's the go-to, bro. Like, it's, if you want to put on a serious about putting on weight, then that's what you want to be cranking. There's calories in, and then just train heavy.
That's not me, bro.
Weight session life. But don't expect to be running around and being mobile.
Knackers.
Bro.
That was your train at the moment, eh?
Yeah, well, right, when I was on mass gainer, it gave me like real bad acne, eh? Have you heard about that before?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so because it has added hormones to it,
Yeah.
and that's where that comes into play. So it will play with your hormones and increase your testosterone levels.
Right.
And if you've got higher testosterone levels, then that's where the acne side of things comes into play.
But it did
Because of that?
Give me,
Sure.
Yeah. So that's where, that's where you want to look at more of your clean sort of gainers. So things like the Optimum Gold Standard Gainer and a golden black bag. So one like that, is more catered towards your sports athletes, but they have less calories in it as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
What should you use? When should you use protein powders? Like, should you always use them if working out?
Like I said before, earlier on, is that you can get all your food and stuff, all the nutrients you need from food alone. But with protein powder, it just depends on what your goals are and what your kind of diet looks like. Like, say for example, if you're trying to lose weight, I would be taking a protein shake. A lot more protein because it's got less calories in it. But I would be having that before my workout as my pre-workout meal, because it's going to have way lower calories than an actual meal. And then I'd be having one just before dinner, so I don't eat heaps at dinner time. So like you've got 200 calories either side of your workout, you should only be wanting about maybe a 400 to 500 calorie meal for dinner. So
did you
that's how
say,
I
sorry,
do
did you
it.
say before your workout, not after your, not
Before
after your,
and after
oh,
your
before
workout.
and after your
Yeah.
workout, and then one before dinner.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
handy.
sorry. Like if you're working out in the evening, I'd have one before that workout, and then assuming that you were going to have dinner after that
Oh,
workout,
yeah.
you'd have it before.
Oh
then.
yeah, okay, yeah, right, makes sense.
Yeah. If you're working out in the morning, I'd do the same thing. So I'd have it before, unless you want to do a fasted sort of training and you can train on an empty stomach.
Yeah, well, what's
even
the
better.
benefit of that? Because I've also heard a he say, she say
Yeah.
is like training on an empty stomach burns
Yep.
more or...
Yeah, it definitely does. Yep, because your body has no calories or whatnot, no food for you to burn as fuel.
Yeah.
So it's got to take those calories, all that fuel from somewhere.
Yeah.
And if
Your
that's
body.
the case, then it'll start burning your fat, your
Right.
muscle,
Okay.
and using that as its energy source. And then you replenish that by taking a protein after the
okay.
workout and hopefully before breakfast. Yeah.
Oh, so where to for Sportsfuel from here, bro? Because the growth's pretty quick at the moment.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, we just moved into a new warehouse over by the Hamilton Airport. So our previous warehouse would have been maybe 120, 150 sort of square metre. Our new warehouse, I think, is around 1,200 square metres.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, so it's a little bit bigger. We haven't finished fully building it yet, but we're getting
Oh,
there.
you're building it too?
Yeah, so we built it. It's all up and everything, and the team's working out of there now. So when you see my TikTok videos, that's us in our new warehouse. That's probably why it looks like a pigsty, because everything's all over the floor at the
Still getting
moment.
in.
Yeah, we haven't built all our shelves in there yet, and
Yeah.
our offices aren't built yet. But hopefully, end of next week maybe.
Oh yeah? Shit.
Yeah, so
That's not-
the
that's
boys
not
are
bad.
around Hamilton and want to come have a snoop at the old new warehouse, then yeah, feel free to come have a visit. But from there, yeah, we just want to keep building what Sportsfuel's about that educational side of things, about reaching as many people as possible, because we want to go away from the narrative of supplements are just for the gym goer or for the sports person.
Yeah.
Supplements are for everyone, bro. Like if you have a gap in your nutrition, a gap in your diet that you need to fill, whatever that is, we want you to talk to us so we can help you fill that gap. Everyone deserves to be healthy, bro. Like you get one life, you know, your health isn't more than whatever you make at work or something like that. You know, you can't put a dollar value on your health. So we want to try help people make sure they live a healthy lifestyle,
That's
a lifestyle
awesome,
that
bro.
they want to live, you know, so they can run around with their kids and whatnot.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
when those kids get older and you get older, whew.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we talk about the podcast, and we say it all the time on there that when we partner with like a sponsor and stuff, and obviously you guys are a sponsor of our podcasts, which we're very grateful for. We only want to align with people that align with us and that we believe in them or we believe in their values and stuff. And so I seen you guys on Graham, we started having a yarn and that, and I was just like, fuck, these guys are like us. Like this is a brand that we would want to work with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Same with Arepa, they were another one where like they followed us for a while and we're like, shit, like these guys are doing mean things, and same sort of thing. It's just like align yourself with good people and the love will be reciprocated. You know?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like in this like kind of cyber world that everyone's living in at the moment, like connections are everything, you know. And it's the same with like Kiwis in general. You know, we're all about connecting with other people, and if you can connect with like-minded people to achieve, you know, the same sort of goal, it's just going to make it a whole lot easier.
Agreed.
You know, and a lot more fun too. You know, you get to meet
100%.
people, you know, your guys whānau coming in through the doors. It's cool, bro. It's awesome to see. Yeah, it's
Still
awesome.
rolling through.
Yeah, I know. I was like just watching them all funnel through. You know, it's cool. It's wicked. All the kids and whatnot coming
as
through.
soon as the whānau heard that Loss was opening a store there, everyone's coming down here to hang out now. It's fucking
Yeah, that's sick.
But yeah, even same thing like within the business, which I'm sure you guys are similar. We've got the boys that are involved now, and they help out with the business, and it's people that I trust and that align with us and align with our values, and but they've been there from the start, you know, and they know it. And like I even said to Ayla, like she's working behind the thing today. She's like, oh, she's worked at North Beach before previously, and she's like, oh, like you know, I hated it, and I hated to, and I was like, it's a little bit different because you actually know like where this has come from, you know what it's about, and a little bit more than just that thing that you just turn up and you chuck the thing on and you try and sell stuff and you don't really care how much you sell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, but that's the thing with those big, chain companies, eh? Like, you don't feel that sort of kind of whānau value, that family sort of vibe. Things like, your North Beach, like, not to say North Beach or anything like that, but when the owners aren't there on the floor, aren't interacting with the staff, like I don't know if they even knew like the owner of North Beach, so things like that, which is really cool. Like Sportsfuel's the same. Our new 2 owners who took over a couple of years ago, I think they're coming up to their 3rd year now. But they're on the floor all the time, right? Like they're packing boxes, they're doing all this other stuff on the floor that that they pay people to do, but because they like to be with the team, they come in and do it. And I'm the same, I've been here for 10 years now, and went from sweeping floors, cutting up cardboard boxes, to like opening stores, to and now running the whole operation. It's been pretty cool, bro, pretty fulfilling, and that's why I like doing stuff like this and meeting people who are doing the same sort of journey. Because it's awesome to see the passion in people's eyes, when they're trying to start things and do things, because it's not easy. It's not easy.
Nah, bro, preach that, bro.
Yeah.
It's a more of a task than people would think. I guess they do say it that way. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
That's it, bro. Yeah,
So
especially in this day and age, with like the whole COVID thing going on.
For sure,
makes it really difficult for things like this to happen. So it's cool to see you actually put this together and for it to actually be up and running.
Well, with half our stock, bro, it's a bit unfortunate, but I can't control what you can control, bro. I'm just gonna flick this camera around. Knackers, if you want to switch onto this camera real quick and show the free smoothie bar that Sportsfuel have put on at the store.
Smile, Mac.
So, I mean, even that, bro. Free smoothies all day. Not even, wasn't even, not even my idea. I didn't even ask for it. Like, Mackenzie just came to us, was like, well, look, we could do this, partner up, and I was like, 100%. Like,
that's why Mackenzie's Mackenzie's just one of those, energy people. Just always keen to do something, go that little bit extra. That's why she's always out in the field and sparking up stuff like this. I could talk to the bloody cows come home about Sportsfuel and my journey with them and everything like that. But it's people like that, that really get the name out there.
That's awesome, bro. Well, I appreciate your time, brother. Thanks for coming over, G. Obviously, this is the start of a good relationship between us, and hopefully it grows and hopefully it gets better. And thanks for supporting the boys as well on all the podcasts. The boys are obsessed with it, and we
should do like just a specific sponsorship for Bubs' love handles.
Yeah, bro. What do you reckon? Should we sign a contract?
Yeah. Doubt.
Bubs' love handles.
Bubs' love handles. We'll create a product for it.
Sportsfuel proudly supporting Bubs' love handles.
Follow his journey here.
He's drinking the Oxy shoot.
Rub it on your lovies.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Bro.
Appreciate it, though.
Cheers, man.
Nice. How long was that, G? 58. Other one.